Well, welcome back to the Colouring Zone. My name's Lena. So today I'm working out of Rita Berman's compilation books of the seasons. So I have been working on this page here. Now, I was very much inspired to do this page after watching Pretty Pages 71, I believe her channel name is. I will link it in the description below. She's doing an absolute gorgeous job of it. Really, really, really lovely. Really, really nice background. So for my background, I have used just soft pastels. And for the rest of it, I'm using a mixture of pretty much everything. So to the side of me, my desk is an absolute mess. But I've got my Inktense, my Art Spirits, watercolours, and also KJ Design paints as well, by Karen. So yeah, so I was just going to sort of do this as a colouring chat. Obviously I've started the page. I've been really enjoying doing it. I've got some water to the side of me and I'm just going to paint away and just sort of have a chat with you guys. So how are you all doing? I hope you're all well. Let me know in the comments below what your plans are for the Christmas period. It is like, wow, I can't believe it's... So I'm filming this on Thursday, and I believe it's the 16th today. I'm not sure when I'm going to release this video. But yeah, I just can't believe the fact that, we're pretty much, it's next week. So I've done most of my shopping. I did go and get a few bits today while my son was in with the childminder. I honestly don't know what I'm going to do. At the moment, I'm using my annual leave because I've got so much of it from last year as well as this year. So I'm using my annual leave, which is great because I need to use it up. But at the same time, I've only gone back to work part-time because of the annual leave situation. So it means that I'm only doing 2 days, and then I'm going to build it back up to sort of 3 days in January, and then my plan is to return to 4 days in February time. But yeah, it's just quite I don't know how I'm going to be able to fit everything in. Like, it's been invaluable having these days whilst he is in the childminder, so then I can crack on with things that I need to do. But of course it can't last forever. And yeah, so we'll see. I'm sure it always works out, doesn't it? Right, I've not really done very much colouring because I'm talking, so I'm going to shut up now. And I've been using the Inktense pencils actually. Hopefully I've left all of them out. They're just covering my whole desk. So I'm going to try and sort of make this like a golden house, similar to the bell up here. And I did just use a whole load of Inktense pencils, and it doesn't bleed through at all. I'm sorry, my voice is it's gone a bit low. It is relatively late. Well, I say late. It's late to me. It's like 9 o'clock. But anyway, yeah. So my son has settled in very, very well to the childminder. The childminder did say to me this morning that she would love to keep him. So I do. My suspicion that Bowen was probably her favourite is correct. So she's quite sweet. But yeah, he really does like her a lot. He really, really cares about her. It's very sweet. When I dropped him off this morning, he was a bit funny about walking to her, but then when he did go to her and she picked him up, she like really nestled into her, which is so sweet. So that's really nice that, you know, I know that he really does, you know, enjoy his time with her and the other children as well. So the plans for Christmas for me is to go down to see family, and yeah, that's sort of the plan. So we're going to stay for a few days for the day before Christmas Eve and Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, and then on Christmas Day we will actually go over to my parents' house and spend some time with them. This pencil feels so scratchy, and I did think that it was to do with the graffiti tint pencils that I based this with, but it is actually this pencil. I've not noticed it before. Maybe I have and I've forgotten, but I'm not going to use that Merv, or I think that's how you say it. But yeah, it's in the Derwent Inktense. So if you have any problems with this particular pencil being scratchy, please let me know in the comments below. I'm wondering whether it is just a, you know, that's what the pencil's like. So what I might use instead is, do you know what, I think this is definitely my favourite colour in the Inktense travel set, is the dark plum. I just love that colour, and it is in the pencils as well. So yeah, no, I'm really looking forward to seeing all the family. Unfortunately, my husband has not got any annual leave booked for Christmas, because he has taken all of his annual leave. So he's starting his new job at the end of January, which means that he's actually going to owe some annual leave back. So I think we're going to have a bit of a bill for the sort of switch over, which is a bit annoying. But it's one of those things, isn't it? I mean, I know that I've left a company before, partway through the financial year, and then they've owed me money. Because I haven't taken as much annual leave of what I should have done. So it can work both ways, can't it? But yeah. So I mean, he's going to make the most of it. He's still able to come and travel down with me and my son. But it just means that he's going to be working from home, which is absolutely fine. He can still be present in a lot of the things that we're doing. I haven't actually told him yet, but I don't think he's going to be very happy with me, because I spent quite a bit of money on buying a chocolate. So it's a Cadbury's, Dairy Milk Cadbury's chocolate house. In the shops, I think they sell for about £14, but I couldn't find it available anywhere. So I bought it on Amazon, and with postage, it was like 17 quid, which is quite a lot. But I just think the enjoyment and seeing my son's little face as well. So I'm hoping it will arrive in time. It is due to. So hopefully that will arrive, and it's something that we can do whilst we're down visiting our family, which will be lovely. So yeah. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to activate. Do you know what? I've forgotten. I've been using the Derwent Inktense White to try and like preserve some highlights. And you know what? It works so well. I don't know if any of you find the same, but I always forget the white. I mean, it's there, but I never use it. This is such a cute page. It is taking me. I've said that I've wanted to do it for such a long time, and it's taken me maybe like 2 years to actually sit down and do this page. So thanks very much to Pretty Pages 71. I really plucked up the courage and just went for it and made a start. I was only sat down last night and I did pretty much all of this. I did it quite quickly, but that is because I'm using watercolour, so everything's a bit quicker, isn't it? I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the houses yet. I'm deciding slowly. I'm deciding. Yeah, so what else is new? I suppose, well, my job is just, it's a job, but it is quite a stressful job. I don't know whether I've mentioned before, but I'm actually an occupational therapist, and I work for the NHS. I work in the community, and it's just really, really challenging at the moment. We've got massive waiting lists, and I mean, yeah, frustration on patients as well as staff, because we are really, really limited. And yeah, it's hard. It is really hard. I'm trying not to add too many colours to this. I don't know whether I'm going to regret this, but I'm going to use... Oh, I've instantly regretted it. Look at that. What a mess. So that really did not work, did it? So let's try that again. I think what I might do, actually, is bring out some fine liners, just so I can fill in the tiny little gaps. Not quite, it's quite close, isn't it? So this is the Arteza fine liner. They don't have names, unfortunately. So the bit that I've gone over with the paint, I'm not going to colour that bit because it's wet and it needs to dry before I apply anything onto it. Otherwise it really will bleed through. So yeah. Oh, let's just do it like that. That's fine. So yeah, I've used pan pastels for the background. Shall I do these? Do you know what? I'm actually going to do these as well. Why not? Maybe we can have a few on the actual house as well, on the roof. Yeah, I'm trying to keep it like quite limited in the amount of colours that I use. But because there's such a lot going on in this page, it's quite difficult to do that. Yeah, so Christmas. So the plan is, so Christmas Day is Christmas Day, and Boxing Day this year is going to be my birthday. So I'm sure I've mentioned before, I'm actually born on Christmas Day. So I when I was younger, I used to celebrate it a month before, whereas now, you know, it's just on Christmas Day and it's normally in the afternoon. But we are actually doing it on the Boxing Day to allow more time on Christmas Day, which does make sense. So I'm quite happy to do that, and it works in quite well with my sister's plans and, you know, their family as well. So yeah, it's very exciting. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to use, so this is the Art Spirit and this is the Alice in Wonderland, and then this is the Wizard of Oz. So yeah, I absolutely love this colour. It's called, I think it's called Ruby Slippers, but I've put it on the little bow here. I don't know whether you're going to be able to see. Can you see that? I tilt it a little bit. Yeah, I suppose you can. Yeah, so I've been really enjoying doing this page. It is quite easy to get a bit intimidated, but I literally have been doing one little section at a time. I say that, but I've sort of switched between different areas here, but that's mainly because, yeah, it's mainly because I've been waiting for things to dry. because I am very impatient and I smudge things, and you'll be able to see that there's certain things that I've smudged because I've not waited. And I think, oh, I'll be fine. Yeah, we've just watched the last Harry Potter film. So we watched all of them in quite quick succession. And oh, I just absolutely love those films. And I do think the last one, the part 2 of the Deathly Hallows, it just brings it all together, I think. So it might be, guys, that I do speed some of this up, because I don't want to bore you half to death, and I can be quite, well, I am quite slow when I'm talking. That's just how it is. So it might be when I'm editing that I might speed some parts up. But yeah, if you go over to, if you're wanting to colour along for this page, then I would definitely recommend checking out Pretty Pages 71, and she does all of them on camera, so she's doing it by day. So it's lovely that, you know, there's a video from her every day, which is a bit of a treat, isn't it? I honestly do not know how the fellow YouTubers managed to do that. Like, this wouldn't happen with my schedule. I say my schedule, it's my son's schedule, really. And yeah, I do apologise that my video was so late. I had such a rough time with that video. I was thinking, oh, it'll be really nice. I can just, you know, I can colour and watch, you know, True Blood, and also be filming at the same time and just put it to some nice music. And I went on these websites where it said that it was royalty free, but then when I downloaded the actual song, and I then had edited it and then put it onto YouTube, it said that there was a copyright issue, and I was thinking, oh my god, like I don't know anything about that sort of stuff, and I really don't want to, you know, be stepping on anyone's toes, and I definitely don't want to be, you know, using something that I shouldn't be. So yeah, I have spoken to my husband about possibly him doing some, like, a little jingle and maybe producing some music for me to have for videos in the background. Obviously not this time, but you know, in the future, because it actually took me 3 attempts to get that uploaded. Very, very frustrating it was. Just seeing, god, I've really not done a lot, guys, have I? I'm slow. I am slow. Yeah, so I'm not sure when I'm going to release this video. I have got a few more things that I would like to record. It's going to be quite difficult for me to I say difficult, it's going to be virtually impossible for me to record when we're staying with family. So I will be doing it in advance, so to speak. So they'll be pre-recorded, but I'm hoping to be able to get a video out every week. That is my plan. So this week my son had his first year injections, so we've had to cancel them a couple of times. The first time I didn't actually cancel it, it was a complete mistake on my part. I hadn't written it down on our calendar and I had forgotten about it, which is awful. And they were really good about it, bless them, and the GP surgery. But yeah, so he had his injections on, I think it was on Monday, and he was fine when he came back, but then after he went to sleep for don't know, like 2 hours or so, he woke up and he wouldn't allow you to move. But if you moved whilst holding him, he would cry like he was in pain, which was horrible. But then if you put him down, he would cry. He just wanted to be held. And the time that my husband did put him down, because he needed to go toilet, he was just on the floor. He'd gone on his stomach and was just sort of like rolling the car along on the floor. It was so sad, bless him. He didn't crawl, he didn't like want to stand. He would not do anything. Like, it really, really hit him. Yeah, it was quite, I don't know whether that's normal. I suppose, you know, I'm pretty sure that he had 4 injections, but I'm pretty sure, I remember someone telling me that it's actually 6 vaccines, because 2 are in 1 injection. So it's a lot, isn't it? Hell of a lot. So yeah, it did take him. I took the Tuesday off to look after him. He just, as I said, he just wanted to be cuddled. But on the Tuesday, he was a bit more lively. He started like crawling around a bit more, and then slowly as the day went on, he was back to his usual self, pulling everything out of all of the cupboards, and like just a little tornado pretty much. Bless him. He likes emptying things and pulling everything off shelves. That's his like favourite thing to do, and I know it's his age, but yeah, bless him. He found it really, really tough. Yeah, I felt quite bad that I had to let my work down. But, you know, when you're ill, even as an adult, when I've been really ill, you do just want your mum, don't you? So it didn't make sense for my husband to be off, really. Right, I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to start on this one and let everything dry, because I've sort of dotted around the place a little bit. So I'm going to start this one, and hopefully we can get this one here finished on camera, and then I will continue off camera my own time. See, these fine lines are great for little details. My hope, or my plan should I say, is to put these pens, these fine liners, in a pencil case. I hope to do that in the next, well, you know, after New Year. I'm hoping that I'll be able to get a little bit of money, maybe like, yeah, maybe like birthday money or Christmas money, and I'm gonna be able to get myself another pencil case, because, well, to be honest, I actually need 2. So I need one for the Arteezas, and then I also need a bigger one for the Black Widows pencils, because I don't actually have a pencil big enough for all of them, which is quite annoying. Oh god, this is not a very good sharpener for the ink pens. I'm using the automatic long point. Look at that. It's terrible. It's like bulbous at the end. So the sharpener that I've just used is this one here. I don't want to tip it too much because I don't want to. But it's the Helix one. I absolutely love the sharpener. It's brilliant. It's actually the second one that I've got. The other one lasted for ages. So yeah, I got that on there to replace it, and it is brilliant. Quite hefty though, so not one that I can really travel around with. So yeah, I've enjoyed wrapping presents and watching Christmas films. What else have I been doing? Trying to, well, encouraging my son to walk. Just places. I might, do you know what? I'm actually going to put a bit of red in this as well, I think. So this is poppy red, and the other one was willow. Yeah, he's so close. I still think it's going to happen before Christmas. Not that it really matters, to be honest. But, you know, he's getting to the point now where I've walked into the room and he's actually stood up. And I'm thinking, has he used something to stand himself up, or has he literally just stood up? He'll do things once and then, like, he won't, yeah. And then he won't repeat it for ages and ages. And you think he's forgotten, and actually he hasn't. He's just not wanted to say it or do it or whatever it might be. Yeah, I have been thinking actually, guys, on whether to add my Amazon wish list, because I really like looking at other people's Amazon wish lists. I just think, like, there's so many products out there, and actually it's, you know, we're all from different parts of the world, and, you know, it's just interesting seeing what's on other people's, because half the time there is actually something that I've not come across before. So yeah, I think it might be that, you know, you're able to then look at what's on my wish list and, you know, decide if actually it's something that you're interested in getting, or some of the things on there are things I already have but I want replacements for. But most of them are things that I haven't got in like a set or something, and I've got like a few pencils here or a few pencils there, or whatever it might be. But yeah, let me know in the comment below if you're interested in me having my Amazon wish list in the link in the description. Would you be interested to see it? Yeah, let me know. Do you know what? I think I'm actually going to add some white to this. So I just feel like, because these are going to be... Oh, I've just smudged it. Such a fool. So I am going to use Rebecca, the Art Spirits White Rabbit, and this is in the Alice in Wonderland set. Oh, look how beautiful it is. It's just gorgeous. You might be able to hear a bit of banging in the background. My husband's just he's just sorting out the kitchen and the recycling. Very boring, everyday things. So a breakthrough, a massive breakthrough, is that my son is now able to settle himself. So after a lot of, I think they call it like sleep training, don't they? We used the sort of camping technique, and you know, it worked. It's worked really, really well for us. So gradually we've just, so what I mean by that is gradually you just move out of the room. So to start with, you're right next to the cot, so they can like touch you if they want to touch you, or and then gradually you just move further and further. And it got to the point where I was like in the hallway, and actually, like, he was fine. He really didn't need me there. you couldn't see me, but he just, you know, he was just talking to himself for a bit, and then he would just settle himself, which is like such a massive deal. So yeah, no, that's I mean, it's a very valuable lesson, isn't it, to get yourself asleep. It's something that I've always really struggled with. My husband finds it easy to go to sleep, but he finds it harder to like remain asleep. So he tends to wake up in the early hours, and then he struggles to get back to sleep. Probably not the best paintbrush to use for this, because it is tiny. So yeah, I think I've got a couple of reviews, or not reviews, I shouldn't call them that because they're not reviews, but like, you know, to feature, I'm going to feature some products on my channel. With obviously being Christmas, things are taking a lot longer to arrive, which is absolutely fine by me, but I am excited. So the things that I choose to receive products from, like, I really do put a lot of thought into it, whether it's something that you guys are going to be interested in. Is it something that I'm interested in? Do I see myself looking, like, do I see myself actually using them? So I think I'm going to finish up with what I'm doing, and yeah, I'm just going to make sure that all of these little things are filled in now, and then I will end the video. Do you know what? I'm going to do this colour. So this is a Zig Clean colour. Yeah, that's the name of it. And this one is Ochre, the colour. Should I do that on there, Ochre? Do you know what? I think I might do her hair this colour as well. Yeah, I'm thinking about doing like a little mini haul video for me to release around Christmas time, just because I think it'll be nice to, you know, put that out there. I mean, it is a really small haul. I got a few things from the Colour Cave. If you've not heard of her channel or her shop, please do go and check it out. So she's called Gem, and she is the Colour Cave on YouTube, and her shop is, she's got her own website. I will leave the details below, but yeah, really reasonable, competitive prices. I definitely recommend checking that out. So it's new products as well as used ones, which is quite nice. And yeah, she's a really nice lady, and she sent me a lovely little letter with it as well, which was very nice. It looks very dark on camera, to be honest. I say that, and then when I come to editing it, it's actually a lot brighter than what I can see in the camera. I do have a tendency to keep my my screen brightness down quite a bit, just because it saves the battery, and that as well, why not? And I think the candy canes I'm actually going to do in the really light white rabbit colour. Yeah, my plan is to go over some of these lines, particularly where I've added, you know, paint, because they are very opaque. But then if you want them to be, they can be translucent by just watering them down. So quite versatile. I'm just going to do the face. This is a pale pink and this is a clean colour. This is I've used this pen so much in the last month or so. So like more cartoony and like small spaces, I use this one here. Sometimes I go over it in pencil, but a lot of the time I just leave it. Do you know what? I am going to add some details in here with these fine liners, just to break it up a little bit. We'll do that one there, purple, I think. Now I can see that the in part of the flower is still wet, so I am going to leave that well alone. But yeah, so I'm going to leave it there, guys. My desk is an absolute mess. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Happy colouring, everyone.